You and I both did have very different definitions of the grapefruit challenge.
Oh, let's not bring that up. Oh, no. No. The grapefruit method? No. All right.
Watch Sad Milk, everyone.
Watch that. Yeah, that's our plug for Sad Milk. Here's another image to distract you from that horror that just happened. Okay, let's give Oz a call.
Yeah?
Oh. Hey Oz, it's OneTopic. I see something
really.
Real quick. Do you?
It's
3
a.m. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I just need something real quick. Remember when we were recording something? The r/WeWantPlates. I'm actually getting to editing the second half, and I just really need I need an intro real quick.
That was 2 months ago.
Yeah, but I only edited the first half. I'm editing the second half right now, so I just
You're calling me
at
3 a.m. for an intro.
I'm recording
for a
it right
video
now, so
that was done 2 months ago. You know damn well that I'm probably
so
awake, but you know it's fair. I could have been sleeping, but still, it's just you need to show more responsibility. But yeah, that sounds good. Let's get an intro recorded.
What's up, my Beardos and Weirdos? I'm joined with Oz Media. Hi, Oz.
Hi.
Yay, we're doing a video. We did r/WeWantPlates, and then I only had enough time to edit half of it.
Oh boy.
Yay. Oz, did you like that first video?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm going to bed.
Oh, I'm sorry for calling you at 3 a.m. All right, thanks, Oz. Thanks for the intro. All right, let's get the video started. Oh, no.
Why?
Apparently the tacos were delicious, but they also asked why in all caps. It's just...
I thought those were pod stickers at first.
It's full-on tacos hanging from clothesline clips, meant to be fancy. This takes up so much room on your table.
Why? Like,
But since you don't like things that are hanging...
Is that...
Remember that grilled cheese?
Is that grilled cheese?
That's grilled cheese,
on
man.
a stick.
On a stick. I love the aesthetic, the like unicorn, but I hate the grilled cheese and that aesthetic. They don't marry well.
I feel violated.
I'll tell you what does marry well. This image, they actually did give them a plate. But then the food, they put on something else onto a plate. Why?
Is the glass edible? What? Why? Well, it's kind of an important question. Where is your glass anyways? You don't want to know.
like one of those movie prop glasses they used to smash on people? Yeah, sugar glass. That could be a thing. You know what? I'm hating on this. If it's sugar glass, I love it. If it's regular glass, I hate it.
I kind of hope it's regular glass. The guy cuts into it thinking it's sugar glass, and then suddenly it's just like, oh.
And the chef is like trying to serve drinks, but then the cups are melting. He's like, wait, did we send out... Oh no! Oh no! Go to table B! The thumbnail to this is too small, but I think... Oh no, I know what this is. I know what okay. Do you go to tailgate parties? I assume football is kind of like a thing in America.
Yes, I know what tailgating is.
Have you heard of football? It's that thing, you know?
Have I heard of football?
Do you often go to
Is that the one with the sticks and the ice and the home runs and...
Yeah, and the three-pointers.
That one? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Michael Jordan was really good at it. And you have like the ball and you roll it. And like you have to try to aim for like the pins, and then if you hit it, it's a home run.
And you stand by the net and you spike it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that one. That sport.
When you come together for those parties, how do you have the food set out for you?
It's kind of just wherever, really. I mean,
it
depends on what's available.
Is it this kind of
no,
wherever?
Not like that. That's not okay. That's
directly on a cloth table.
That makes me uncomfortable, and I think I need to start war criming a couple things.
It looks like they've got like the brie cheese at least on a wooden board, but this is a whole dang charcuterie board on a cloth tablecloth. The oil.
Was it this moment that Oz realizes that it was time to commit a war crime?
It's about now you regret hanging out with OneTopic.
Never.
All right, here we go. So the cloth tablecloth, there's a potential of like lint sticking to it.
Yeah, that's like my biggest thing in my head right now is like you pick up something that even has a little bit of moisture and it's like, oh wow, this has hair.
As much as I hate that, and like grandma's cat, you know, sitting on the table beforehand and people just putting down the cheese. As much as I hate that, at least I don't see any hair. But if you look at this, and you see how much of the green is stuck to it.
I hope those are like chives that are just finely cut for the aesthetic and not like pine leaves.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Because this is...
Have you ever found a pine cone without something living in it?
What kind of pine cones are you picking up?
What, out of the woods? Like little spiders and stuff. Mites, at least. Tiny,
yeah, but like most
mites.
pine cones here are just like chill pine cones. Like we don't have like, you know, infestations in them or anything.
Oh, we've got thick boy pine cones out here, and it's cold.
Yeah, we have thick boy pine cones too, but usually things aren't living in them because they're all dead.
Well, it's cold, so they need houses, you know, and the pine cone falls perfect house. So if they collect that and put that on your plate, I'm probably not gonna eat them. Although you can eat pine cones, so I don't know. Maybe
A pine cone! These things have so much fiber.
You know how we were talking about grilled cheese and
No,
dunking
please,
it?
no.
How long does bread last if you dunk it, do you think?
You got a good 10 seconds before it's a soggy mess.
So how about if someone serves you a whole dang coffee and a piece of bread? How long do you think you got?
You shouldn't be asking me how long I think I got. You should be asking the person serving me this, how many hours do they let it live? Because it's going to be cranking down real quick.
I hope the outside of it's very much a hardened shell.
Yeah.
But the only way I can see this being feasible is if they left the bread out like overnight a week ago.
Can you like imagine like going and getting a coffee and you just like cut a French roll in half and the dude just scoops at the inners and like eats it and then pours it in there. It's like, here you go. Here you
Oh, it's probably at one of those restaurants where you have to like cut the size of a cup you want to. It's like, oh, why don't you cut your bread? You're the size we'll show you why.
Quirky we are.
They didn't love us enough, so you will.
This way you're going out of business? No.
So I'm bothered by how much this one didn't bother you. So I've got it from another angle.
I just see an aesthetic that just probably shouldn't be done.
Turkey flavored spam, and it's your cocktail.
As long as there's no spam. That's all I see is like, I mean, it's still objectively disgusting, but I mean, I kind of see the aesthetic. Like if this is like an apocalypse Hawaii diner, I am like totally down with this aesthetic here. Like if they're shooting,
if I can pay with bottle caps,
like if
sure.
they're shooting for some kind of like post-apocalyptic kind of like style, at the same time tropical diner, and they're serving their stuff on like, you know, like their cocktails and spam cans for like that feel of like, you know, it's the end of the world. Cool. Yeah.
It is Fallout 76, the restaurant.
Is it?
With all the failures that entails. So earlier we had the tennis rackets. Do you remember that?
I don't like where this is going.
Probably my least favorite thing, I think I mentioned, would be the food kind of like leaking through it.
Yeah.
So if you had food, at least it's on like a hard surface, but can you imagine trying to like dig out the good bits, the hollandaise out of that griddle bottom?
That looks really good, but I can just imagine the pain of like trying to dig that out.
I would call over my waiter, my waitress, my hostess, I don't care who, and I would lick it and maintain eye contact with them to ensure that they saw how I was getting every last bit of my meal that I paid for. And if I don't get it all, I'm going to dampen my napkin in that hollandaise sauce and I'm going to suck on that napkin till I've got it.
You just went from being somewhat wholesome to not being wholesome at all. I'm just going to point that out. And if we're going to go that direction, one topic, I will crank my gears up to max.
Oh no, I shouldn't tempt you. You I'm just trying to fit in, man.
You work perfect as being a wholesome being. You don't have to corrupt yourself for us.
Oh, I promise it's not. I'm just good at acting. At least when something's put in an implement like a bowl, you kind of have like an expected presentation of how that bowl would be on your table, how to eat out of a bowl. That's very, very like a known thing. How about the known unknown?
Is that just the cup tipped over?
It's just a glass on its side with all of your dirt inside of it. You gotta like dig it out. Would you not just stand that thing up immediately?
Yeah, I probably would stand it up and just like, well,
cool aesthetic. I hate it.
Objectively. Are you going for cranky toddler made my food? Is that the aesthetic we're going with? Okay.
The last time I was at a restaurant, I actually ordered dessert. They brought it out at the same time as my main course, and I was a little perturbed because it was cold and it was gonna melt. But if they did this, and it was my dessert, yeah, straight up, I'm going to put that glass up. I'm going to put my plate on top of it to keep all the cold inside. I'm going to wrap my napkin around the outside to insulate it. Like, I'm going full on MacGyver to save my ice cream there. I'm mad just looking at it.
I would heat the glass up and then drink it in front of the waitress. Like, is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted? Is that what you wanted?
I know you dropped this in line earlier, but I ignored it. The first time I looked at that, I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's one of those like half people, half animal, not like a furry restaurant, but like, and not like a centaur, like mixture of a chimera, but like a, you know,
where
your dog
the hell are you going with this?
You're not in the labyrinth. Your dog is allowed to eat at the table, right? I was thinking that, and then I looked at the caption and the image below. Look at me. I am the pet now.
It's giving me like anxiety. They go like during like some kind of convention that I don't realize is there, and I like, you know, show up to a restaurant, it's empty, sit down, order my food, then furries start coming in. It's like, oh no, they serve my food in the dog bowl. It's like, no.
My favorite furry is the unexpected furry.
Where did God go?
How much do you like charcuterie boards?
Depends on what's on the charcuterie board. That's not even a charcuterie board.
Can you see those wet imprints from where the food used to be, where you're definitely seeing people's finger marks, just like, I think I'm going to get a little bit of it. Oh, I'm not going to get that kiwi right away. I'm actually going to leave that. Oh, is that a grapefruit? Hey, Harold! Harold, have I showed you the grapefruit method? Here we go, Harold. Which I realized is entirely different from how you meant it. I'm bothered. I'm so bothered that only after we finished the recording did I have the realization that I did not know what the heck you were talking about. Oh, man.
I'm surprised the Guitar Hero video didn't tip you off that something was horribly wrong.
It didn't. It really didn't. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, this is our one and only collab. I can feel it in my bones.
Oh, really? Really?
Maybe.
You never want to do a collab with me again, OneTopic?
I don't know. If you corner
tell
me.
me you never want to... Come on, man. That makes me sad.
You ever play that game, Mousetrap?
Yes.
What was your favorite part of that game?
The ending of, obviously, you see like the Rule Goldberg machine just like going full in and just like yeeting the mouse into its cage. I loved that thing.
Remember the part that would always break in it? And it's not even on the board. Like, I think I'd hate it less if it was centered. I'm so mad that they definitely like use that shoehorn to carry it out. They definitely carry it by horseshoe.
That's such an awkward angle to carry it at, though. I don't like that. I do not like that at all. Like,
you know, horses step in.
That's just
everything gross.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. I am a little too familiar with horses, actually.
Do you think at the end of your life you're going to a better place?
I'm going to hell, OneTopic. Let's be honest here.
Oh, bathed in fire.
Let's be 100% honest. I am going to hell. All right?
You know what? You know what, Oz? I'm going to send you to Valhalla.
Oh.
Not the reaction I was expecting, but...
That's kind of cool.
I kind of really like this.
Like, out of all the stuff we've seen, this is legitimately cool. And this doesn't make me frustrated. Except for maybe the meat on the top there. That kind of is a little like, I wouldn't touch that. But everything else is like fair game. Like...
I dislike how much I like it. The only thing I don't like... Okay, so this is definitely for a wedding. So you're going to have, like, Aunt Martha, like, breathing in the tent. You're going to have Aunt Janine breathing in the tent. And, like, Grandma Jellybean breathing in the tent. And all of their collective breath as it's being wafted through the tent is going to filter through the sails of your ship.
Or you have... You have your Uncle Gerald who doesn't know how to use tongs and is just putting in his like chubby fingers in his watch since the Second World War in there and just
And you can tell. You can tell Aunt Martha has told Uncle Gerald,
"Oh, honey, you did wash under your nails, didn't you?" And he's like, "Yeah, Marge, I did wash under my nails."
But you can tell.
You can see like the black and brown smudges underneath them.
You can see how long the nails were, and even if he like washed that morning, all those butt scratches after that, it's definitely darkened under the nails.
Oh god! Or you like scoop him some cheese and you take a bite and there's an acrylic nail in there and it's like, oh,
Grandma Jellybean, you're shedding again. You know what? At least there's a moment of sanity when you like order a drink and they actually fill it like full to the brim and it's all alcohol. God, I love that. I love that when they don't like overload your drink with ice.
I'm only 20, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, are you really?
Yeah, I'm only 20.
You are a child that can't drink? What? FBI,
open up! You knew this.
Oh god!
I thought.
Oh god!
You knew this one time.
I could be your father. No, I'm not. I'm not. Actually.
That would imply that you had children like when you were at a very, very young age.
Okay, so I love it when you order a drink. Or you know what? Okay, this still applies to you, sir. You know when you get a soft drink? Because I know in America you call it soft drink and not pop. You heathen.
We call it just soda.
My soul.
We just call it soda.
Okay,
what the hell's wrong with calling it soda?
I hate it.
I got a soda right here. Listen to this.
Oh, it's a sody pop.
Don't call it that.
Don't you hate it when you go to like Mickey D's or whatever the equivalent is? I don't actually
McDonald's.
go to McDonald's. And you get a drink.
You guys act like we're totally different countries, but like, I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, really. All right.
We don't have an orange golem as president. We don't even have a president.
Yeah, but you guys have Quebec, so I mean, there's that.
Okay, you're trying to talk that down. That's actually like a winning. That's a winning key factor of Canada. Sure, they're separatists and they want to leave and they want to create their own money.
Yeah, Quebec is like our Texas, pretty much.
But they have all their maple syrup. So we're not going to let them
Okay,
leave.
that is fair. That
they
is
even
fair.
have the global backup supply of maple syrup stored in Quebec.
I actually do know about that. Yeah.
And the great maple syrup heist.
I thought that was a joke.
No, it's a real thing. It was millions of dollars worth of maple syrup. It's still a big thing. Like there's a huge black market for maple syrup in Quebec.
Huh. That's
For a story for another time. But don't you hate it?
also, don't make a comment about our president when you guys have Trudeau. So I mean, and his recent shenanigans. All right.
I know you want to hate on that, but being an idiot in the past and still being a young man,
that's
is
fair
no comparison
enough.
to
That's
being
fair enough.
continually choosing to be an idiot into your 70s now. So don't you hate it when you get your sody pop drink and they've filled it full of ice? I do. So at least when you can like ask for ice on the side, it's quite nice. I think that's nice when the restaurant does that for you, so they're not cheapening out on the drink. But wouldn't you hate it if they gave it to you like this?
Am I back in my nightmare?
Not only is that dog bowl not even fully on the table, it is chock full of cylindrical ice. You know that kind of ice where you drink it and you accidentally get deep-throated by it?
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Again, furry convention.
Okay, quick.
My nightmares.
Swiftly moving on. Have you ever had a birthday party at a restaurant and the chef is like,
Oh, it's someone's birthday. We're gonna bring you out a piece of
happy
cake.
birthday from all of us to you.
Happy
It's your
birthday,
from all-
da-da-da-da-da. Na-na-na-na. And your voluntary pieces of flair.
Na 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 na.
Well, imagine the chef comes out personally to congratulate you on your birthday and decides from him in the restaurant he gives you this.
What is it on? Like glass?
Yep.
I can appreciate that aesthetic at least.
How are you gonna
Like,
share it? That's
You don't.
that
It's
glass.
for you. It's your birthday.
No. Look at the size
Everyone
of the
else can
glass
go
on
right.
the right-hand side. That's one drinking glass, right? There's multiple bowls and multiple scoops separated out into sections. There's no way you're eating that all to yourself, especially when it's on such a wide piece of glass.
Get a fork then.
Oh, you're all gonna fork it together?
Yeah.
I know I called you a heathen earlier, but I think I was a bit early on that. I should have saved
yeah?
up the heathens for now.
You can call me a heathen, but I'm gonna call you a degenerate. Ooh, well.
Oh my god, you're a Zoomer.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I am a
We're bridging
Zoomer.
the gaps between generations. That's fantastic.
I during the podcast with Blair, I made a comment about my generation versus hers. Like, did you just call me a boomer? And I'm like, no.
Oh, shout out to your podcast, which is called the Big Brain
The
Super
Big Energy Pod. The Big Energy Podcast.
Yeah, the Big Energy Podcast. I'll link Oz's channel in the description, and we'll also have a link down to the podcast. And there will also be a link to the Shipped Podcast,
Sad
which is
Milk.
one that I have in.
And don't forget Sad
There'll
Milk.
also be a link to the Shipped Podcast.
Don't forget Sad
Yeah, the
Milk.
Shipped Podcast. All right.
Sad Milk, though.
I have one last image for us, Oz. I know it's been a lot of fun hanging out with you, but I've definitely had my fill of your cursed wholesomeness.
Oh.
Now, remember, there's a specific image that we had earlier where I asked you, is it the shape of a thing that matters? But I think what I should have been asking you was, does it matter what's put on it?
I mean, sure. What's going on? Why?
It's chive butter spread right out on
On a rock.
On a rock. Not even a skipping rock. On just
It's
a jaggedy
a
rock.
rock.
Jaggedy boy
Oh,
rock.
the pioneers used to ride these babies for miles.
It's not a smooth rock, it's a perforated rock. For anyone listening and not watching because you're a degenerate, or blind, or sorry, you're blind. This is
Yeah,
a
good
rock.
job alienating. Yeah, I'll alienate the people from Quebec, bless their hearts, and their maple syrup, and the furries, and you alienate the people who are blind.
So for anyone who can't quite see this, for whatever reason, no discrimination, this is the kind of rock you would get at a flea market for exfoliation purposes, where the person behind the counter would talk to you about the
It's an igneous
the
rock.
life-giving properties of this igneous granite Bedrock. The kind of rock you can't dig through on
lots
Minecraft.
of holes.
There we
in
go,
it.
Minecraft players. This is the thing that you can't dig through.
What the hell are you talking about? What?
You don't play Minecraft?
It's Bedrock. No, it's Bedrock that you're talking about. Besides,
That's what I said. This
Bedrock
looks like
is
Bedrock
like
in
its own
Minecraft.
thing. The igneous rock in Minecraft is obsidian and regular stone.
Oh, were you actually making a Minecraft reference?
You Neanderthal.
I thought you were talking about actual igneous rock.
No. I was talking, but you brought it to Minecraft, and then you just spewed blatant misfacts
Misinformation?
about how lava works in
No,
Minecraft.
what? I
Yes.
wasn't even referencing... No, anyways. This looks like
You said that's for all you Minecrafters,
Yeah,
and it
I was
was
talking
like,
about, talking
no.
about Bedrock for Minecraft. The
Yeah,
stuff
but
you can't dig
Bedrock
through.
isn't made from lava.
No, but you can't dig through it. This is what it looks like. You can't dig through rock that looks
Then
like
just
this.
call it regular stone.
What? You can dig through stone, though. You can't dig through bedrock. This doesn't look like regular stone. This looks like bedrock.
It's a rock.
It's
You could
bedrock.
probably smash it if you throw it on the
In
ground.
real life, yes.
It's rough.
But in the comparison
It's
we're
coarse.
making, you can't dig through. You know what, Oz? This has been great. Thank you for being my guest here. I'm super glad we did this. You know what? If we can't agree that it looks like a
come
rock,
on, you had
at least we
fun.
can look like
You had
At least we
fun.
can agree it looks like petrified bone, like a big old dinosaur bone.
No.
God dang it, Oz. You know what? I have found manatee fossils in the river. I know what they look. They look like this.
I found manatee fossils in the river. I've been to a museum.
I've been to. You belong in a museum. You know what? This is great. Here's a cameo from my squeaky chair, which is going to play us off as I hang up on you on Discord. This is great.
Oh no! Don't do that. No.
All right, Osmina, this was a lot of
No,
fun.
don't do me like
that. really
that.
was our last image, and I'm going to cut the video here because I have to edit it by the morning, and I'm going to be up till forever. So
All
this
right.
was fun.
Yeah. Good luck. Thanks for having me on. You spicy degenerate.
All right, my Beardos Weirdos, that's the end of our episode, which I'm sure Oz is going to interrupt me in any second, so we got to end very quickly. We'll see you in the next one.
Get the
where we take it
grapefruit.
one. No, not again. No referencing that again. All right, we'll see you in the next one where we take it one topic at a time. Roll that outro.